Sorry, guys. Ziggy jumps around like it's a jungle gym. That guy is so active. He's crazy. All right, welcome back. There you guys. You guys saw him. Whatever. It's cool. The roaring Ziggy. Yeah, nah, he's cool, dude. He's a cool little cat. He's awesome all night. Tito's right outside the door. He's just laying there. He's chilling. Tito's doing well. I'm happy. Couldn't be more happy. Shout out to the mods of the channel. Prayers up for the families of the mods and everyone else involved with the show. I love you guys. You guys know the way this works. You're going to like today. Today's going to be good. I had a good night. I don't know if you guys were live with me. Well, let's do it. Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. This is GameStop. This is the stock market. This is everything. We talk about private equity. We talk about how they leverage companies, affect them. And there's also some great content being made out there. I don't know if you guys are in the world of YouTube, but there's a series that had been going on. I never really focused too much on it. It's called the AMC One Nation Under Fraud. This is part 3, episode 2, standard edition. They actually tagged me in it. It was crazy. I was watching a clip on it, and to be honest with you guys, things have happened on this show that I don't remember. Things that I've said, that I've done years ago when we were battling certain YouTubers and stuff, and I just don't remember the whole outcomes of it a lot of the times. I just oh yeah, that happened. And I forget. I forget just how good we had it back then, and even now. But the dogs are crying out there. God, they just want to play with Ziggy. Hey, you guys, can you guys calm down? It's just a cat. It's just a cat. Lovey loves this damn cat, and then Tito. Well, Tito's all excited. Anyway, back to the show. Whew. You guys ready? I think I'm ready. All right, before we do all the headlines and everything, let's go ahead and give you the best part of the show right out the gate. It's going to be my favorite fan, the favorite viewer of the show. You guys know him. His name's AJ. We went to his birthday. We gave him some cards. But let's go ahead and give AJ his little watch party here. So here's a clip of AJ. I hope you guys like it.
This is for you, Marantz Rantz. Thank you for the Umbreon. We're about to go grade it at GameStop, so wish us luck that it'll take not long to grade the cards, because it's going to take 10 minutes to grade each card. We have a bunch of real ones, so thank you, Marantz. See you next time. Peace.
Hi. All right. Let's go tell them what you got.
We got this card we want to grade.
Oh, okay. Let's go on over here. Good one.
Yeah.
All right, and then we do need a card saver for this card.
Perfect.
This is for
That's all I
you,
can tell you.
Marantz Rantz.
Perfect,
Thank you.
AJ. That's it. That's all I'm going to show. I'm not going to show all the other clips I got, all the other pictures I got, everything. I just want people to see AJ's out there hustling, getting the cards graded. Amongst other things, AJ has a whole collection of cards. He's got Leafeon, he's got Umbreon, he's got Flareon, I believe. And he's got them all up on the mantle. So, AJ, just shout out to you, man. You know what I'm more impressed with about anything? The most impressive thing in the whole video was AJ walks up to the counter, okay, in a crowded GameStop, by the way. Crowded GameStop. Got to step around people. And then he says, "Excuse me, I want to get this card graded." I have 5 children. Only one of them was that outgoing, that unafraid, walk up and be like, "Hi." And it's my baby Callie. Callie's amazing. But the other ones were always just shy, timid, just stick to themselves, and don't really talk to the public like that. This is the way kids are raised these days. AJ's cut from, his father's cloth. This guy actually will talk to people, just walk up and be like, "Hey, here's what we got going on." He's talking on the phone. "Peace, Marantz." AJ, you got it, bro. Just keep talking to people. The more you talk to people, the better you're going to be in life. I promise you that. It's all about communicating, and you might get the dream job. You might get even the dream wife in life, and who knows, right? You just never know. But you just got to keep communicating. And you also might find the right stock, people. But before we find the right stock, let's talk about the nonsense that's floating around the world. And here is one example right here. This is going to be about Bitcoin. Bitcoin flirts with an all-time high as the rally continues. Meanwhile, Strategy is celebrating its 5th year anniversary of its first Bitcoin buy. Now, here's the deal with here's my whole problem with this. We saw somebody out here last night. If you guys did not watch the live stream last night, I posted it's members only. You got to be a member of the channel to watch it now. It's live when it goes live, and everybody can watch it. But after that, it goes into the vault. If you're a member of the show, really easy. Cost you about 10 cents a day. That's about it. $3 a month. I try to make it cheaper. That's it. It's there. But if you're on that tier and you understand what we're dealing with people trying to push out misinformation about bond holders. Okay, these are guys who actually gave the money to GameStop recently and how it's going to hold the price down and pin it down, how everyone's going to be upset. No one's upset. That's the first thing. Okay. I want to make this very clear to you. Tony De Niro, my favorite YouTuber. No one's upset about GameStop being $22. All I'm asking is, why are you talking like that's fair value? Why is Wedbush coming out and saying it's a $13 stock? Give it a price target of $90. I don't care. Give it the price target it deserves. And then let the bondholders pin it down. Like everyone else does, right? Hey, it's not hitting its price targets. These guys all think it's worth this. But then show me the mechanics of your bond arbitrage. Do that. Because then I'm going to show you strategy where they went ahead and did converts. They went ahead and offered these convertible notes. And their price targets of 160, 200, 300, 800. Doesn't matter. The stock went from $9 to 500. 541 to be exact. So that tells you just how far and volatile that stock is, right? GameStop, we're not a volatile stock. What are we doing? We're going up about 10%. We're going up from 22 to 24. That's the shocker. I mean, give me a break, kid. Give me a break. We go sideways all day, but hey, it's okay. Bitcoin goes up. GameStop doesn't go up. GameStop owns Bitcoin to the tune of 100% of their physical assets, and it doesn't go up. Nope, just cash deployed, right? Well, we deployed, what, a tenth of it? At the time, it was a tenth of it. It's okay. I'll leave it alone. Just another headline. That's all it is. But the other headlines that are coming out, if you guys don't know about Skydance and Paramount and Forming Up, and TKO, who actually owns the rights for pay-per-view UFC for pay-per-view. They're going to take it off the pay-per-view platform, and they're going to go ahead and put it on Paramount on their little spots. They signed a deal, $7.7 billion over the next 7 years. That's $1.1 billion a year, a better contract than what they had previously for UFC. And this is going to be in the realm, making fighting mainstream. Everybody watches it. I get it. People love it. People want to see it. I have a problem with the leader of Paramount. It's David Ellison. That is the son of Larry Ellison. If you guys don't know, he's a billionaire. I believe it's Oracle, all that great stuff. So it's just, this guy's just a silver spoon. He's younger than me. Walks in, he's running billions and billions and billions of dollars worth of company with no history. Just coming in and doing a merger that he backed. So do I think it's going to fail? Yeah. Paying too much for something? Absolutely. But, everyone's toasting because the stock's up on TKO, saying they're up. Yeah, they might be up. But guys, what are the numbers on these things? I'm sorry, but I'm not a big fan of women fighting each other. Never have been. I don't want to see women get punched or who's the toughest I don't care. The hell? I'll never forget. I met a girl. It was this weekend. She goes, "I'm tough. I'm strong. You can't." And I was just like, "Whoa, that's not very appealing to me." I'm not. Hey guys, I loved it. I saw an interview with somebody, and the guy goes, "What do you bring to the table?" She goes, "My femininity, whatever the hell that word is that I don't even know how to say it. That's how manly I am." Okay, no, but anyway, dude, these dogs are getting the best of me right now, bro. It's just a cat. Lovey can't handle it. I gotta ignore it, but I'll keep going. You guys probably can't even hear it. I don't know. Tell me if you guys can hear Lovey crying over here for the dogs, for the kitty. Yeah, that's all that's happening. AJ made an awesome video. Tell me about it. Kid's awesome, dude. He's doing his thing. I love it. I'm his biggest fan. When AJ becomes a YouTuber, guys, and he makes it big and he's famous and everybody knows who he is, right? AJ, the Pokemon guy, the GameStop guy, when he becomes famous, I'm on his team. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm the first AJ fan out there. Well, other than his mom and dad, and his sister, but I'm the guy. I'm his fan. So I don't mind being on that. AJ, take me with you, bro. We'll be all right. The next news that was coming out was going to be about Tesla. I thought Tesla was already an electric company, but Tesla applies to launch electricity supplier Tesla Electric in Great Britain. That already got the stock going up about 3%. I guess they're just matching headlines at this point. For me personally, I really don't care. I don't care what Elon Musk does as a company, as a CEO, transition leader, all this stuff. I see Teslas all over the road. I get it. I know Tesla made a deal with the devil. That's how this money all got to you front and center. This is why he's in press boxes with King Griffin. And who cares? These guys, this is what billionaires do. They want to party this way. Let them. But at some point, it's all going to reset. At some point, it all has to fall apart. At some point, someone has to lose. You just can't keep winning. I'm talking to you, Wall Street. All of you on Wall Street. The next headline that came out was about Apple. Apple's out here. If you guys don't know, Apple has bought back billions of shares over the last 12 years. And this is just to let you know that their float went from 25 billion shares down 44%. And that's where you're at on Apple. If you look at it right now, Apple has done the most buybacks of any company in the S&P 500. And the headline shows that Apple remains a relentless buyback machine. American companies are set to spend over $1.1 trillion on buybacks of their shares this year. No company will spend more than Apple. I'm happy GameStop doesn't do this. You know, this belief that GameStop was battling the shorts and or trying to stay relevant in 2019 and 2020 when they were doing share buybacks is absolutely bullshit. I'm telling you right now, because I found a new way to look at life. Richard Newton? Whenever a company is spending its cash and they're cash strapped or somebody's trying to bankrupt them, that's how it works out. You know, defending your stock and buying it back is not the way to go. A la Bed Bath & Gone. Spent all that money on share buybacks. What did it do? It got the executives rich. If you want to defend your stock and defend your company, be a better company. Do better things, and then you get true value. Then no one will come after you. That's the truth of it. I mean, it's just like life. You're like, yeah, man, I want to attract a better person, a better partner. Well, then do better things. And maybe you'll just attract that. Remember when I told you don't swat at butterflies, you just let them come to you? Be who you're going to be. Be more of who you need to be, and you will attract what you are. I promise you. As a company, as a business, run it better. Be more efficient. Be GameStop today. You will attract new investors. You will attract new shoppers, a new experience. You will build a culture. You will have an identity. That's the way you run your business, babe. I don't have to go buy it back to prop it up. Then I know what you're doing with your cash, and I know the way this works. It's all about enriching themselves. When you want your own payday, great. You're going to manufacture it, a la Nvidia. Me personally, I'm not with it. To give you another thing I'm not with, Donald Trump, is going to be right here. Mr. President considered a cannabis reform. And when you look at all the companies that I have to deal with, whether it be Tilray or SNDL, all going green. All because he makes one announcement. I might get a little bit easy and a little bit laxed on cannabis. Me personally, I'm not a fan. I never will be. And I've never bought one share of any of that just out of principle. Okay? More things that I do out of principle, guys, are going to be not supporting these pump and dumps. Yes, I'm calling it that today. Without a doubt. It's going to be Nvidia and AMD. And here's why. When the government allows our national security to be compromised for the benefit of a company like what Nvidia and AMD are doing, why can't we, and I'm asking you, why can't we as the American government, U.S. government, why can't the U.S. just be far superior than everyone else? Why do we have to sell it? We got to sell chips to China? They don't respect us. They run their whole world a different way. They've been around for 6,000 years. We've been around for 250. Like, this is not the same company. This is not the same country. These are not the same values. And I know that because I live it. They value family. They value the elder. They value the history. What do? We value money, and we're a slave to it. Trump opened up the floodgates for AMD and Nvidia, and of course, because they need more money to be coming in. And that's what's happening here with Nvidia. And it sucks. It really does suck because right here, this guy right here is going to tell you the Chinese would pay a lot for the F-35s and advanced military technology, too. Regardless of whether you think Nvidia should be able to sell H-20s in China, charging a fee in exchange for relaxing national security exports controls is a terrible precedent, without a doubt. Just because you charge a fee, Mr. President, and you put tariffs on it, doesn't mean that you should sell it to them. Why did we ever, and I'll go all the way back to Afghanistan. Why are we ever going, but we're going to give you guys a lot of weapons. And by the way, we're going to leave them there so you can use them against us later and or take over Taiwan and that whole little corridor there from Pakistan all the way through. Maybe if we just kept our money in our pockets and we had a little bit more integrity, we wouldn't be for sale like we are. I want to thank Robert O'Leary. Robert O'Leary here for becoming a GME elitist. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. And can we all just get along? I'm down with that. Hit the damn like button, people. Thank you, Sergio. Wow, woke up to Marantz doing it already. Life is good. Yeah, if you were there last night, oh my God, there I was, reminding everybody that Tony De Niro, the financial genius, was the guy who actually pumped out AMC for a decade, bro. And for a half a decade, Tony, don't ever let me confuse it with anybody else. This dude came out the gate with great graphics, camera, sayings, talking, and it was all AMC, Adam Aaron. It was that bad. But let me tell you about the headlines on AMC. Right here, AMC jumps after solid second quarter earnings, 150% jump on adjusted EBITDA. You're jumping on comparisons versus your company this year versus last year. That's what you're doing. Not compared to industry standards, not compared to profit. No, not at all. Revenues were up 1.4 billion. Compared to what? 1.4 billion compared to what? Should we go back 6 years? Because you're still not at those revenue totals. Wall Street had penciled in a 10-cent loss. EBITDA notably exceeded expectations at 189 million, up this much amount, above the analyst estimates of $150 million. Should we go break this down? Should we, Adam? Adam Aaron, I've been watching your earnings calls for the last 5 years. And every single one is, we made it, we're profitable, we're great, we're not going bankrupt. Here's what we're doing. Now it's, we've restructured our debt, we're going to be great, we're going to earn more, Dude, your float went from 50 million shares, listen to me, 50 million shares to 550, to the equivalent today of 4.4 billion shares are available to the public right now. The equivalent, because you did a 10-to-1 reverse stock split, comes out to 440 million. I'm telling you guys, this is the biggest black hole on the stock market. And I love that this guy made up this documentary film that we're going to watch a clip of today. Maybe the last 30 minutes. I don't even know. His thing's 2 hours. I can't watch the whole 2 hours right now. I will watch it in my own free time. But, these headlines. Don't worry, AMC. We might go look at your earnings report right now. I might just go out there because I got to look at your earnings. I got to look at Robinhood's earnings. And there's a reason. I don't know if you guys saw the graphic here. Look at this right here, okay? The reason why AMC goes down, right? Look at this. I made this on purpose. I could show you every single one that I've already. Look at this. Goes down, right? Down, trash. And whenever any of these things come in, Bitcoin comes in, it's not going to go down. It's going to go sideways. No, AMC always goes down. Always goes down. I could have said some more stuff there, but I'm a PG show. I'm not that guy. Robinhood, by the way, here we go. Notches new all-time closing high. The brokerage app had strong 2-quarter numbers. I'll have to go look at those too, okay? I haven't really looked at them other than the headline. The other headline was that ETH, and not to be confused with ETH GME. Ethereum briefly touched 4K. Boom. Fundamental Global is out here offering $5 billion of its securities for a goal to acquire and grow our ETH position. $5 billion what they're offering. Wow. Let's go, Marantz, for president 2028. No, thank you. No, thank you. No. Oh, God, no. I love what I do. I get to hang out with you guys. Here's the chart. Don't worry, we already drew it. $22.50 right now on GameStop, guys. What a great price. I want to own it. I hope you guys buy as much as you can. I bought $10 today. I'm not even joking with you. I bought $10. I wasn't trying to hit it rich. That's all the money I had today. My wife would be so proud of me, how I don't leverage myself. If we go to it right here, we're going to go to activity and orders, and you will see a $10.65 order right there on GME. $10.65. Not bad. The summary of my position, I'm at 27,662. To go overall in this position, you're going to look right here. I'm over $30,084 in the stock right now with a cost average of $24.61. Never shied away from it. I tell you exactly where I'm at. I'm telling you how I'm tracking. Shout out to all the guys out there that are doing 1 share a day, Team 51, you know who you are. Let's look at GameStop really quick, guys. Here's the website. I'm going to go ahead and refresh. on the graded cards section. Graded cards, we had 2,400 the last I checked. That was about 2 days ago. Looking right now, these cards look decent. We have some Lorcana cards. I had 2,800 cards, guys. 2,800, not bad on the cards themselves. If we go here, we're going to look at Pokemon. There's 2,125, 2,125 Pokemon cards. How many of those are actually PSA 10? I like to keep track of this. PSA 10 right here, and the total being 834 cards at PSA 10. That is not bad. We'll go to the year. Let's go to the year, and let's go all the way down. I had a broken heart last night, bro. Look at that. They don't have any from 1999 PSA 10s, but they got this guy right here, $85 for a 2003 Ziggy. Hey guys, his name is Zigagoon. That's my cat. What the hell? There you go. I will tell you, I saw this video and it like broke my heart. It was a guy. He was bidding on a storage container. And he bid in $2,000 and he won. And when he went in that bitch, he found a book of 1999 Pokemon cards. Just pages and pages. I don't even think they know what they have. Go get all that shit graded, bro. It doesn't even matter what the grade is. Get it all graded. And then he had stacks of Pokemon cards in like every other box from 1999. All from 99. I was like, what? Somebody left their whole collection behind. And this guy got it all. And they were all in the magazine, all in the books, guys. It looked amazing. They really did. I'm borderline jealous, bros. But I'm not jealous because I can catch back up. I can catch up real quick. Thank you for the super chat here, guys. Thank you, Meow, for supporting the channel the way you do. The next part that I was going to show you guys was right here. This is GameStop's Power Pack website. It's called powerpacks.gamestop.com. This will be the world's most visited website one day. This is the place everyone's going to be coming to. This is everything you want in life. This is amazing. Okay. Open your first pack. I can't open a pack. I can't get to the tiers. It's still in beta mode. Unfortunately, I'm not there. You know, I tried. I always try. But it's in beta mode. Unless you get an invite, you can't shop. And I've been watching the videos, been watching how it goes. But, you know, I'm happy that GameStop won't let me shop right now because join the wait list. Here we go. Let me click on it. I've already entered before. I'm going to enter more. So let's go here. Sign up. Sign up. Boom. Thank you for subscribing. Let me type another one in here too. I got. Boom. No, boom. That's all the emails I got, Rose. The other stuff, they're all defaults. I don't have them. All right. So I saw AJ. I feel good about that. Let me check this out real quick, guys. I hope you guys like this.
AMC's board of directors. And we've now also seen Al from Boston tweeting, asking if he ran for an AMC board seat, would you vote him in? Different videos on top of that, asking if we should put an ape on the AMC board.
Smallbone's video remains relevant post-split because he addresses several key points. The AMC ape movement initially formed to fight Wall Street and short sellers. It has since evolved into a group that strictly follows the AMC board of directors' wishes. The group now unwaveringly supports Adam Aron.
I've been listening to Twitter space calls that are clearly in support of AMC and clearly against AMC, but the saddest part was how so many people were saying, yes, we are open for conversation. We are the retail community and we love to learn. That's what this is all about. I heard a lot of discussion about, hey, we're helping each other out. And then yet they were saying you can only come up and speak if you already agreed that both AMC and Adam Aron are awesome and they're not doing anything wrong. So I've been involved with this from the start, and the changes that it's gone through, it blows my mind. It truly, truly blows my mind of how we could even have potentially gotten here. And my main question that I would love for anyone to answer is, why to support the retail movement? Why to support the fight for market transparency and fairness do we have to specifically support AMC? And even on top of that, why do we have to specifically support Adam Aron? But all of a sudden, there's a cohort of people on the internet who believe that the only way you could support retail is by saying you absolutely love AMC and everything about it is perfect. And then essentially Adam Aron, the CEO, is some sort of financial messiah. And all of a sudden, when you realize that the retail group is having so much infighting, well, who wins in that deal? Well, it's obviously Wall Street, the group we all set out to kind of course correct. To begin, well, they're loving it because no one's focusing on them anymore.
Clearly, these people are trying to coordinate their efforts together to put an infiltrator into the board of directors of AMC. While I do think putting an ape on the board of directors could potentially be a good idea, we have to be very, very careful on who exactly we appoint, as we know there's so many infiltrators in the AMC space already.
Any lawsuits is labeled as coming from shorts or shills. These suits are not seen by Adam Aron's influencers as coming from investors harmed by Project Popcorn. Smallbone states,
are probably not the kind of people we want on the AMC board of directors.
Smallbone then suggests a true retail investor might oppose AMC's decisions. This is expected. After Project Popcorn, why would they not resist?
AMC will not become more profitable because these individuals will try and do everything they possibly can to vote against AMC's decisions, effectively stonewalling the company and causing it to lose more and more money instead of becoming more and more profitable.
Few of Aron's supporters, like Smallbone, verified their share ownership. This raises the likelihood that they could be the infiltrators. In contrast, those advocating for retail investors and proving their AMC share ownership are not the infiltrators. They are legitimate AMC owners.
I really do think this is the shorts and the shills plan.
The remaining baseless hypotheticals lack evidence and speak for themselves.
They know that retail investors aren't selling. They know they can't close because AMC is still on that threshold securities list, incurring tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of FTDs every single day, and they know that AMC is just becoming more profitable. Therefore, the only way they can win is to force AMC into bankruptcy by infiltrating the board of directors to halt that decision-making process. Cheers.
Timothy Seymour of Seymour Asset Management broke ranks in the legacy media, boldly exposing Adam Aron's shameless robbery of retail investors, his revulsion practically crackling as he torched Aron's multi-year betrayal.
She could be keeping theaters in business.
For them later on.
By the way, note how AMC didn't rally through the roof on this as it should have. And that's because they've been too busy jamming their investors and diluting them and doing reverse share splits. And, the stock's gone from 44 to 12 in the last 3 weeks. How's that taste? There's not enough time to talk about what's gone on there, so I won't.
Multi-year low.
Multi-year low.
On September the 1st, Brian Reese intensified his manipulation of retail investors, dispensing financial advice designed to mislead. He urged the public to ignore the stock's price fluctuations and the underlying criminal activities, diverting attention away.
They're talking about AMC Bigums, by the way. AMC Bigums.
From the illicit schemes at play. On the 3rd of September, Anthony Franzetti's post claimed the moral high ground.
Hey, Anthony Fresnetti, okay? I cover AMC because of the massive misinformation on social media. I like movies and I own shares. I think management is doing what they can to avoid bankruptcy, but I don't ride for anything to zero. If you want to hate people for trading while you buy and hold, that is your choice. This is Tony De Niro, by the way. Anthony Fresnetti.
Asserting his AMC coverage was driven by virtue, not his positions promoted in numerous live streams or his years of pumping the stock. Through the Project Popcorn misinformation campaign, Franzetti supported Adam Aron's monumental crime spree, using schoolyard banter to call critics haters. His inauthentic post after the reverse split starkly contrasted Aron's historic theft of his retail shareholder base.
Gotta address some things. Apparently out in the YouTube world are saying that I was hired by a private equity firm to destroy the play, AMC. I know YouTube is full of a lot of really dumb motherfuckers. They hired me to do exactly what? I was the one that warned everybody about Abe. I said this is gonna wind up in a courtroom. And
don't believe Lou here either. This is a liar. He deleted his whole account, all his videos, when it was time to talk about Ape. Okay. Yes, it was easy to call out Ape as being bullshit, the additional preferred equity unit, but this guy originally promoted AMC. I don't forget. So nobody can tell me anything. I still have the clips and the videos. He's just as bad as the other ones. And eventually, everybody crumbled.
Started saying that ape was this weird. Look at what's going on right now. People can't even find their settlement shares for ape. You know, you have people out there that actually had interactions with the CEO. For people to say that I was hired by a private or a firm, remember when they used to say I worked for Morgan?
Sugar Kush's September 4th, 2023.
And here's another guy, Sugar Kush. Okay? Another guy that I will never forgive because I was there in a Twitter Spaces call back in the day with Tara Bull and the rest of the Get Along crew. Before Ape came out, before AMC was exposed, Sugar Kush was saying, let's all get along. Hey, we're all in the same fight. We're all on the same side. No, we're not. I said, no, it's GameStop or nothing. They didn't like what I had to say. But now Sugar Kush has come alive because he understands he lost all his money investing into AMC. So now he's pissed and he talks that shit. Shout out to you, Sugar. Way to lose your money to learn the lesson. Could have just listened to me.
Post ignited a firestorm among AMC influencers, sparking a meltdown of rancid pandemonium. They scrambled to twist the post meaning, regurgitating it as a bizarre attack on retail investors in a tired, juvenile gaslighting spree. Their replies dripped with guilt-soaked exaggeration, desperately hoping fans would gulp down their absurd drivel. Each word betrayed their panic. Terrified the jig was up on their 3-year con. Using AMC as their pawn, they siphoned time, cash, and trust from genuine investors, all to rig markets for AMC's benefit or to cash in on Project Popcorn, with zero regard for the wreckage left behind. Part of the post said,
but if you misled retail and grifted off the backs of retail, then you have the right to be worried because prison is not for everyone. Now carry on and sit tight when we will find out soon enough how many of you got paid to screw retail. If you've seen Thomas James's video earlier.
Now, I have kept Thomas James' name off the table for a long time. But Thomas James, you just made a video and you're calling out a lot of particular people, but you're not looking in the mirror yourself.
Today, I want to explain why the shorts are threatening retail investors. They started by begging you to sell. Then they tried creating FUD about AMC going bankrupt to scare you into selling. And now they're trying to threaten you into selling, threatening you with lawsuits, with prison time, or even worse.
Thomas James, convince us why you think people are threatening investors. They're not threatening investors, dude. They're threatening the grifters. Read the text again. As in people who make videos for clicks and views. You. But let's see that you've never been paid off. Is this you? You tell me, Thomas James, that you're posting videos for 42,000 subscribers and you're making $300 a month max. That's what you're making. No one's bought you off. No one's paying you off.
And as Sal tweeted, he said, I think it's hilarious that people like Amy, Gungal NYC, Mark Codes, and their merry band of shorts are attempting to manipulate people into investigating influencers.
I'll tell you what, all these dudes right here talk shit to me back in the day. All these guys right here, and I know them all. And I know KC Shaw, and I know Pete G, and I know PK Lance, all of them, Salvatore, everybody out there. Shills, punks, pumpers, yourself included. Are you the gatekeeper for all of them? Did you read all their tweets? I mean, what is going on here? You speak for everybody? I've been in the damn Spaces call with Pete G. Pete G _5 telling everybody, buy and hold, we're going to the moon. This new ape thing's gonna Trump, it's gonna pounce everybody. I was there, I saw all these guys. And you're the paid shill, and you must be paid by somebody because it's not YouTube. For you personally, you're making $300 a month, allegedly, just off of views, but that's why you're here every day. I want to know what the hell you're doing. Who's paying? Who pays you? I turned them down 5 times. Should I call them back? You guys know what Connect the Dots is?
Last night, I was made aware of a major violation of privacy.
You're an accountant for RSM, and you have been for almost a decade.
Marantz Rantz unveiled Thomas Smallbone's identity using publicly accessible data, freely available to anyone who bothered to look. Smallbone permitted this information to be openly obtainable, yet seized Marantz's findings as a pretext for launching multiple retaliatory strikes. In classic dubious influencer style, evident across his video catalog, Smallbone turned the tables, accusing Marantz of engaging in unlawful activity when the research was entirely above board. He pointed to Marantz's probe as the cause for influencers halting their AMC content creation after the stock's collapse, despite their earlier predictions or instructions to promote a contrary outcome. In truth, their agenda was fulfilled. They had effectively supported short positions in the scheme dubbed Project Popcorn.
I think it's for reasons like this that many AMC YouTubers stopped making videos in the space. I need some help from you guys.
Smallbone escalated matters by rallying his followers to attack Marantz's channel and demand its removal for conducting perfectly legal research, clearly a reaction to being exposed for orchestrating AMC's market manipulation.
We'll head over to his YouTube channel, Marantz Rantz, and report his YouTube channel and his recent videos unveiling my personal information, schools and colleges for violating privacy laws. That would be much appreciated.
In a stunning revelation about his channel's purpose, Smallbone admits to suppressing view counts, but his justifications for his actions exploits the audience's tendency towards shallow reasoning, catering to a public preoccupied with fleeting attention spans and consuming information hastily without thorough scrutiny. Smallbone capitalized on certain viewers' inability to swiftly dissect his counter-arguments. His rationale for scrubbing views hinged on being overly emotionally invested in AMC, leading to disseminating misleading information. As this documentary is being filmed, glaring inconsistencies in his recent videos suggest it's routine for him to share inaccurate details and let emotions cloud his content.
I have indeed deleted views in the past, but there's a very important reason why I did that. So obviously what my channel is for collecting and collating due diligence and simplifying it in an easy to understand way. As part of making videos on YouTube and not giving financial advice, you obviously can't say with 100% guaranteed confidence a specific stock is going to hit a certain price on a certain day. In my videos, I try and remain emotionally detached and just present the facts. I present that due diligence, I present that information, I present those news articles, and I give my thoughts on them. So what I do on a regular basis is review my previous videos for when I've been too emotionally attached to AMC. Sometimes instead of saying this is one potential catalyst that could cause something to happen, I say that this is 100% guaranteed to happen, which isn't fair and it's not right.
Smallbone's stated purpose for his YouTube presence, like other influencers, was to deliver truthful insights, prompting him to abandon his accounting career. Revenue from his channel now sustains a comfortable income, giving him every motive to churn out content that remains popular, even if it sacrifices accuracy on the deceptive digital landscape shaped by Project Popcorn.
Back in the day, I used to be a full-time accountant. Any money I earn on the side from YouTube went directly into buying more AMC shares. Over time, I decided to focus more on AMC so I could bring you more higher quality information. As a result, I quit my old job as an accountant to focus on YouTube full time. This money pays for my rent, it pays for my property, it pays for my car, it pays for my food bills, and any spare money I have on the side goes towards buying shares. I think somebody even 5 years old or younger has more intellect than Marantz Rantz. Usually I wouldn't address a shill making ridiculous comments, but it's just unfair that he's revealing my personal information and the schools and colleges that I went to.
Thomas James, I had no idea that you had me in your video right here. And you're talking about short sellers, and you keep saying I'm an influencer and a shorter and a shill. I mean, that's what you're putting right there when they read it, right? Meanwhile, Marantz has proven me right that he's jealous of AMC and the popularity it's been getting. No one's jealous. Do you even understand that the popularity is not even real? Shills and bots is not it. You're all being lied to. This guy right here, you know, I said I wasn't going to attack you personally, kid, but Thomas James, look around you. You're pumping a failed stock, a failed investment, but that's what you were paid to do. Why'd you delete 1.3 million views on your channel? Why are you deleting videos? What are you trying to hide? What message are you trying to hide from the so-called 43,000 subs that you've had the whole time? I think I'm right. I think you're buying. I think you bought your initial subscriber count, and I think that you're stuck with it. And you're the paid shill, and you must be paid by somebody because it's not YouTube. You're a fake and a fraud. Keep pumping out this stock, but you know what that text was? And I don't even like Sugar Kush. I know who he is, and I don't care for him either. But he's right. All you grifters better hide. All you grifters better run. And you know who you are because I already named all of you. Punks. You, Thomas James, you're a punk.
On the 6th of September,
video.
Stocks and Crypto Plays exposed.
Bro, I love this video. I could watch it all day. Just, oh my God, this guy got it right. Oh, by the way, 5 years later, shocker. That guy's channel hasn't grown. Shocker. AMC's a trash investment. Shocker. Marantz was right. Ding, 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 ding. Just do a victory lap for me, man. Hey, run it off. Run off that quesadilla you ate earlier. Run it off. I see you in the chat owning the float. It says, what about me, Marantz? What about me? What about you, Mike? Mike, you do whatever you want to do. Oh, bros. Back in the day, Mike talking about AMC made me want to vomit. Oh, yo, check this out. I'm here in the crib, just right here I'm coming to you live from the crib, and I like what Adam Aaron's doing. I like him. I like AMC. You know, I like sweaty things. That's what I like. And check this out, fam. Me and my crew, we went to the movies this weekend. No, we really did. We went to go see Fast and the Furious 38. It was pretty cool. And this one, Tyrese actually has a grandson, and he's drifting in one of those flying cars. This is pretty cool, though. But still go to the movies every weekend. You know what it is. All right, fam. I'll catch up at you. I'll catch up with you guys. No. Marantz has never switched up, ever. And I won't. Can I tell you guys something? It's not possible, dude. It's not possible. One, I'm extremely convinced. Two, I research it every day. I revisit the story. This is why it's a good one for me, to watch this damn thing. AMC on the float, just make GameStop videos. Yeah, nah, he does. He talks about it. There's guys out here who work hard and do the work. And I always tell you, like, I'm ready, right? Like, I've been watching some content creators, and there's this thing they talk about. They talk about being a little bit better than you were yesterday. And they're talking about the show, they're talking about your presentation, what you might talk about, and I'm like, okay, so what can I do that's a little bit better than what I was yesterday? So the first thing I did today was I said, all right, I'm going to work on transitions. I'm going to work on bringing in a slide and taking off a slide, right? Like, I'm here on the full screen, and I got to be able to hit a button and hit fade in. Boom. Apple has bought back millions of shares, blah, 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 blah. Remember, I just did a slide earlier. I was sliding. Boom, boom. And then when I hit it, I want to be able to fade out. Graphics. I want to work on graphics. The first 3 years I worked on what's my intro? What's my outro? Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth and financial advice. The outro. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'll see you around, millionaires. Peace. I talked about this just last night, about the transition, the growth of the channel, but it's everything. Do I want a plain background? Do I want like a green screen? Or do I just want it to be so real? Just so real, right? By the way, this is so real, by the way. This shit is like, it's awesome. Shout out to YouTube. One take. I don't even need it. I just do one takes. So my point was, been doing this so long, and I've called out so many people over the years, and we were absolutely correct. And I've been correct about every single one. So why would I switch up? I can't switch up who I am. I can't switch up who I am. So I'm just going to be me, unapologetically. I'll read the chat. I'll come to you guys. I know we were watching that documentary. It's a great documentary, by the way. It's actually in Discord right now. It's called AMC One Nation Under Fraud, Part 3, Episode 2, Standard Edition. I think this is your best one yet. AMC Heist of the Century. He called it Hawk, right? Hot Sea or something like that. That's what it's called. Yeah, much better than Tony De Niro's crap. But yeah, it's so good to recall back everything, bring it all into the fold. Like, because I only know it because I lived it, right? Like, I called it out. Like, if you guys were here the day I found out that Thomas, whatever his last name, Thomas James, the YouTuber that pumps, hey guys, oh my God, boom, hey MC. It was crazy when I first saw him, and I was just like, what the fuck is this? It's almost like how when I watched Tony De Niro, like, they got this script, they got this delivery, and it's not, they never talk to you. Like, I'm looking for someone just to hit record and talk to me about the investment, about however they feel about it, but you never get that. And when you do, it's somebody like Phil For Real or Mike the Marine, and they're extremely on the spectrum, right? Like on the other side. So you really can't even get the message out. They weren't meant to be in front of a camera or a microphone. Like, you can tell the dudes who have a hard time picking up chicks. That's guys that are never going to make it. They just shouldn't be in front of a camera or mic. That's just it. Dudes that are awkward. Can you imagine Phil for real asking a girl to dance? Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse the cane, but you know, they call me Big Daddy Lame. I mean Kane. The Cha-Cha Slide. That song's on. You want to dance? Matter of fact, how about I just go stand next to you? You could do the slide. I'm just gonna dance next to you, and I'll say we were dancing. That's Phil for real. Phil for real is the worst. Oh God. What does he have? What does he drive? He says he drives a convertible, a Sebring convertible. I couldn't, bro. These are like a lot of these things I wouldn't be bragging about. I can't with him. So he's one of the guys. And the other Tony De Niro. Could you imagine Tony De Niro at the bowling alley? That's where I picture Tony De Niro trying to pick up chicks at the bowling alley. And what is it? The teen edition? What is it? Like, is it the? I'm gonna get in trouble right now. Okay, it's senior night. Tony De Niro's out there in one of those little tank tops with his nipples hanging out. Hold on. I'm gonna throw this ball down the lane. What are they doing? Well, before it was youth night. Before I got here, I showed up a little early. Now I saw my future ex-wife. Yeah, 3 times the charm. Yes. Anyway, I'll be quiet. Tony, I can do personal attack. I can do this shit. It's easy for me. But I really do have some funny jokes, Tony. I don't know if you know them, but what do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. Roll it around. Oh, man, dad jokes all day. Oh, my God. Oh. Anyway. Yeah, I'm worthless, guys. I'm over here avoiding football because these quarterbacks look terrible. Joe Milton III. This dude might as well be Arondis Chapman. Is that his name? The best pitcher of all time, the fastest. This dude's throwing heat on checkdowns. Fuck that. You ain't catching this shit. If I can't catch it, you can't catch it. Nobody can. I was nervous every play I saw. I was like, is that an interception? What is he doing? And when Dak's your best option, oh, Lord help you. I think I'm going to be a Raider fan this year. See, people don't know my reverse psychology. If I become a Raider fan, they're going to lose every game. Because I don't think the Cowboys are winning the game. The Dallas Cowboys I saw against the Rams on Saturday, I don't think, and I don't watch football, but I don't think they can win a game. Me personally. You see CeeDee Lamb get laid out by the ref? Yeah. That's the type of shit. CeeDee Lamb's over here showboating on the sidelines. The ref runs into him. CeeDee Lamb's out here like, yeah, my boys beat the defense. Throw the ball. Just throw it. It's like, CeeDee, we don't need you to be in front. You should be watching that shit from the bench if you're not going to play. Now, what's this not playing shit, man? I'm telling you. I hate that too. We're going to play the first quarter of this preseason game. We'll play the whole first quarter. We're only going to play one series. What's the point of that, coming out for 4 plays? You know what? You're going to come out for 3 plays because you know it's a punt. Anyway, I'm done with football, guys. Football upsets me, irritates me. And it would too. It would you too, though. It would you too. And Micah's not there. Micah's not even going to practice. And my buddy went to the training camp last weekend. He says, man, Micah wasn't even there, bro. I said, Micah wasn't there. He was there last week when I went, but he wasn't there this time. Anyway. All right. Oh, let's talk about something. Can we talk about something in theory? Something about GameStop? I know there's headlines. We're talking about YouTubers and all this. Super Bowl, baby. For who? Shit. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you something, bro, before I even get to the GameStop talk. If the Dallas Cowboys went undefeated this year and we're going, so you think I would go? Super Bowl, once in a lifetime, gotta go. It's Dak's 9th year. He's not going back. Yeah, nah, I'm good, bro. You ain't getting my money. Ever. That's GameStop money. I was thinking about it. They were trying to sell me something last night. What were they trying to sell me? Somebody said, oh, you should buy this. I was like, what? Yeah, it's on discount. It's on whatever. And I was just like, how much is it? I think it was like $40. I said, no, that's 2 GameStop shares. I'm good. That's how I do my life. Like, I think like that. All right, let me read the chat real quick, and then I'll tell you about GameStop, okay? No, AMC Bacon is not a wannabe Andrew No Money. Andrew No Money had, I don't know what his whole deal was. Should I delete my videos owning the float? Nah, man, nobody watches them anyway. What does it matter? And I say it respectfully, sir. I'm glad I followed absolutely nothing about AMC. Yep. That's the guy who faked his death. Who knows? Remember, I was demonized for telling the truth and selling for a profit. I do remember. But, you were demonized by who? By paid shills? Come on. If you're still following Tony D's nuts, day trading like him. Oh, you could do that. Day traders hating on long-term investments. Always. Who was that guy that says up and to the left? I don't know. That's got to be Tetron Invest. Tony doesn't day trade. Marantz knows my position. I do know your position, and you're doing very well. And Tony does swing trade, not day trade. There's a difference. Was that L Tits? Oh, who knows? The Tits? No, I don't know. No one sold. They're owning it to zero. What about me? Marantz? What about you? You're fine. I would like to say thank you to Marantz for sharing his time, facts, wealth, the wealth of knowledge, life experiences with us. Hit the like button, subscribe. The man, the myth, the legend on YouTube, Marantz Rantz. Thank you so much. You got ops all the way from the UK. Oh, yeah. Cool kid. Charles. Yeah, I mean, they're from Canada. They're from the UK. And they all post the same way. Like, you guys have to know, like, how it happens. Diamond Hands Gang, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. And Diamond Hands, Dr. Simp. Thank you, man. Yeah, like, you guys got to see it happen from, like, a mile away. Like, okay, what other... Think about it this way, okay? Just like I do, like GameStop, right? We're GameStop. You're GameStop, I'm GameStop. All right. So GameStop has a website dedicated to hate it, which is called the GME Meltdown. AMC Meltdown, or AMC subreddit, was formed the day GameStop took off to the moon, okay? January 28th. So they developed a channel on Reddit, said it is GameStop, all right? Paid all the people to do it, used all the bots in the world. They did everything. They manipulated numbers, made it look like there's a movement. There's really not. And they sucked money out of everybody, bankrupt, and 99%. That's crazy. I'm like, nah. But think about it. GameStop has no analysts cover it. They have a website that they made to go ahead and talk down about it and spread that misinformation. And there's only one GameStop YouTuber in America. Only one GameStop YouTuber in America that they constantly bash, that they say is wrong, and that they want to push out their misinformation. If I were wrong, they wouldn't be here. If I were wrong, they wouldn't be paying money to discredit me or make videos about me. Anyway, no. Go be wrong in your own little section. But the bigger we get, the louder we get, the brick by brick audience we have here, they got to stay at it. I'm keeping them honest, guys. I'm keeping them there. It's going to take them years to recover from the shit I'm about to do to them. They have no idea because they figured it out, I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. Well, shit, we really can't affect him because he doesn't give a shit. It's like one of those moments when you're like standing there and they got the hostage and they're like, yeah, boy, you want to talk that shit? Look what we're going to do. Look what we're going to do. And then you just go, shoot him. I don't give a fuck. What are you talking about? Talking about me. Oh, you going to shoot me? Shoot me. Shoot me. My kids, I got life insurance. Everybody's paid. And if you shoot me, and if you try to destroy me or mute me or get rid of me, it just proves that I'm right. That's why you'll never win. One, I'm not an easy lay down, bro. You remember these guys who used to make videos and they go, I'm just so, my mind's rattled. I can't take this anymore. The negative comments online. Oh, Trey, they're going to pay you $2 million in your pocket and you can't handle a couple of negative comments online? Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Swear to God, it's craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. Then 2 years later, come back up and say you need to make some money, you're broke, and you're looking for loans. Get your shit out of here. Oh, now you can make videos. You're not so distraught, are you? Do you pay me $2 million? Hold on. Let me get this right. I'm going to promote something that's correct and that I love and that I already support. And you're going to pay me $2 million. But if somebody talks bad about me, I'm not going to do it. Huh? You see where it doesn't make sense? They were paying you to promote something that you loved originally, that you said this is why you're here. Okay, cool. See, if they did it to me, like Marantz, we're going to pay you $2 million to promote GameStop. I'm like, fuck, are you serious? That's cool, because I'm going to do it anyway for free. You ain't even got to pay me. I'm going to walk the streets. I have spent thousands and thousands of dollars shopping at GameStop, giving stuff away from GameStop, traveling, talking, hours and hours on the street, giveaways, you name it, everything you wanted. You guys couldn't even fathom the amount of money. And then people have the audacity to walk up and be like, why didn't you invest more money in a GameStop? What? I give it everything I got. I got a fucking GameStop budget. I do everything I can. Give me $2 million. I'm putting it back in the business. Back in the platform, back on the channel. Nothing. What I don't eat. Ask my friends and family. Ask all my employees. I eat a piece of pizza on some days or a hot dog on others. Nothing over $2. Literally. I'm sick of pizza. I'm sick of hot dogs. But I tell you what I'm not sick of. Buying just $10 more at GameStop or $20 more bucks at GameStop a day. That's it. I don't give a shit. Bros, I will eat my own skin. I will eat anything they put in front of me just to buy more GameStop. They'll never understand the sacrifices I put on the line for everything and everyone. Where was I last night? I did a 10-hour workday on my feet, came in here, did a live stream for an hour, went to bed, woke up, and I'm back again. You're never going to win. You're never going to beat me. Do you know what next year is? Do you know this is how I live and how I think? Next year, when it's Grand Theft Auto season and all the consoles are out and rolling and people are buying them because people didn't run and buy as many as they could. Hey, the manufacturer can't even get them to us. Everybody's scared of tariffs. It's okay. I'm all right with it. I know how big GameStop is. I know Grand Theft Auto is coming out, and I know it's going to be the 25th year anniversary that just passed in 2021 for Pokemon. And it was a big year. Now we got the 30th year. 30th year is here, and guess what we're selling? Power packs. Guess what we're selling? Cards. Guess what we're in? The business of everything. Everybody wants to be GameStop, and these guys better get ready because revenues are going up. I don't know what analyst said it's going down. I don't give a shit about your headline. I know the truth. Get ready. Oh, man. I get excited, guys. Honestly, I've had dance songs playing in my ears all week. Every chance I get, I feel this way about GameStop. That's why these dudes can't see me. They don't understand. It could be like the middle of the morning. I'm driving down the road. The song comes on. I swear to God, the song came on. And I told my wife, I said, oh, baby. And my wife is like, what? I go, because I'm not thinking. Just remember, when they say the word girl, just replace it with GameStop, okay? Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. That's me killing it with my T-Pain. And I'm going to put you in the pain, put you in the game. GME, looking healthy right now. Look at GameStop coming all the way down after it ran back up. We're finding the bottom of the Dorito of the daily candles here on the 5-minute chart. Over 3 million shares traded back and forth. That actually stands for 0.69% of one of the float as traded back and forth right now. We're not worried about GameStop, guys. Stock's going to be there forever. Buy it all you want. I like 2244. Hey, Tony De Niro's wife's age? My age? I don't know. Maybe. Something like that. I just mess with you, Tony. And no offense, bro. You know, people like to buy, get those, buy. I didn't mean to buy. I'm not saying you bought it, bro. It's not mail order. I get it. People like things that are pure. I don't want the girl who got ran through, man. Too late. No, sorry, I didn't mean to say that either. I don't know her. I don't know her truth, Tony. I could do this shit, Tony. Oh man. He said Tony Baloney. And I said Tony Below. This dude put. I could do it. Nah, I won't. Okay. Show us your tattoo. Tells me everything I need to know. Yeah. Oh, you don't have one? Why do I got to show you mine? You don't have one? Can't get one of your own? Hey, all you day traders out there, you guys think this dude's gonna sell? You think this dude's gonna sell his damn stock? You think it? You think he will? Nah, I don't think he will. He needs to get out and get some sun though. But you know what? I can't go get sun, bros. I'm sorry. It's 120 degrees this last weekend. It was 40% humidity and 115. Huh? All you guys are just dry. No, 40% humidity and 115 yesterday. The most miserable day of my life. I actually was rethinking my life. I was walking through the parking lot and I was saying, God, we got the gun. We shot it on a 160 on the asphalt. And I said, are you kidding right now? You mean to tell me if I didn't have these shoes on, I couldn't walk these streets? Is it just me, or does Tony De Niro give out Lindsey Graham vibes? Yes. Oh, man. Tanya De Niro. Lindsey Graham, I can't give any credit to. I don't care if he is a senator. This dude, I can't. If you're a man with the name Lindsey, what are we talking about? Where you live is where I never want to be, 120 plus. You had to see it. People don't believe me that I tell them it gets that hot out here. And... nah, you guys ain't ready, bro. Like, this really happened to me yesterday. True story. We're going to do some true stories here. Cares about the stock. We don't care about the stock. Hey, Wall Street, check this out. This whole channel is called Marantz Rantz, where I just rant about shit. But the truth is, every day, we just get to the next day. I'm going to get you there. Let me tell you a story. All right, whatever. So I get to work, and I'm like, yo, oh my God. I felt it. Like, I walked in the building, I'm trying to get in there because I know it's cold. I'm like, man, the AC's in there. I know it's good. Let me go. And I walked in, and remember, it's 115 and 40% humidity. That's ass, bro. That's swamp ass. I don't care who you are. I don't care what AC you think you got in your truck. I got dudes showing up to work, sweat. Ugh. And, hey, boss, we got to do an AC audit? Huh? Yeah, okay. Means you got to go to the roof and walk all, there's got to be 40 or 50 AC units. Who knows how many? An audit? On the roof? There's no shade. There's not a cloud in sight. When I tell you I had to recover from that hour right there ate me alive. I recovered the next 9. I walked into the freezer. The freezer's -10. I was in the freezer just like, shit, bro. Rethinking my whole life. Damn, how much more GameStop I need? Hold on. I told the wife that, we're just going to go part-time. Oh, man, oh, no. I got to buy more. Nah, about $10. You guys saw the buy order. That's just the way it goes. Damn attic HVAC jobs must suck. Dude, Ruben, my boy Ruben, he's mod on the channel. Ruben said that when it's time to go into the attic and you're up in there in the middle of summer in Texas, because he's in Texas, he's in Dallas. It's humid and it's hot. It's both. It's terrible. He says, hey, man, just get ready. Get ready to be miserable for the day. But as long as you got some dude wipes, you're going to be all right. I was like, dude wipes? Like, I never understood this. I was like, dude wipes. And then all the construction guys, here comes Stacks. Dude wipes, bro. Only way. I'm like, I got Jack in the Box napkins, bro. They get wet off the sweat. I don't know about no dude wipes, but they got it. Where you at, Bali? No, not Bali. It's not even that hot here in Florida. Oh, you can't even imagine. You can't imagine. It's just me. It's just you. And by the way, Anthony, welcome back, bro. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for the AJ clip, dude. AJ's killing it, man. I put the videos together and I posted them on everywhere I could post them, with the exception of Twitter. I haven't gotten to Twitter yet. Me and Twitter, we got to get it up. MI, wow, where's that? Miami? Florida? No. What? What do you mean? What the hell's MI? No. Bro, let me tell you. One time I went to Florida. My son was born that weekend. It was Rico's failed wedding, number one. And he decided to get married in August. And I was in a full-ass suit. It was absolutely miserable. I've never gone back. After that week, I've never gone back. It was that bad. It was that bad. That moment in my life, I'll never get back because it was so hot and so it was humid. It wasn't like you were gonna die. You were just uncomfortable. You were humid. It was humid. You were sweaty. You're like, ew, sweaty. That's summertime in Missouri, Midwest, and Florida. That's the summertime. You go to Vegas, you come down here to Palm Springs, you're gonna die. You will like fall out. There's people out here. A lady, I swear to God, a lady's car died. Okay, I don't know. It shut off. Brand new Beamer. Shut off. This lady left the shit in the middle of the road. Middle of the road, catty corner, like blocking all sides of traffic. Because it was turned side. I didn't even know how it got like that. And nobody could get around. And we're like, what the hell's going on here? Where's the lady? They're like, oh, she said she couldn't be out here with the car because it turned off. And she called AAA. I said, oh, she called AAA. Where's she at? She's hiding inside that, that building over there for days. I walk over. She's like, I'm from Iowa. I can't do this. I'm from Iowa. This is too hot. I was like, oh, God. Yes, it is. You will fall out, guys. Canadians aren't here right now. Canadians run. They're afraid of the sun. I've never seen. Canadians got that fair skin and bare skin. They can handle some cold ass air. I seen them walking around in Daisy Dukes, and I'm just like, how? What the hell? Like, you guys need a jacket? We're over here in jackets and shit. We're like this, yo, bro. And then here comes this Canadian right there. Top of the morning, nipples out and everything, bro. Uncle Bruce status. Ugh. It's gross like that. Nope. I agree. Thanks for, no problem. Thanks for what you did for AJ and all the kids during the giveaway vids. Oh, yeah, bro. Anthony, I was trying to tell everybody that the video didn't do it justice because of the way I clipped it and stuff, but being there that long and giving away what we could and interacting with the parents and the kids, I think those are really good moments for everyone involved. It doesn't always need to be filmed either. I had a good moment outside of GameStop all week. When I was outside of GameStop on Saturday, amazing time. Not only were we like the first ones there, it was me and two other dudes, but I always go with a stack of cards. So I have this box. By the way, this box was empty when I went to go see AJ, right? I emptied it. Does it look empty to you now? I mean, we're talking about thousands and thousands if I turn it this way. Hundreds and hundreds. I don't want to exaggerate, but what I do is I'll take a stack of top loaders with me, and I'll take them like this, and then there's hits in there. And you just never know what you're going to get, right? And then you just go out there and you hand them off. And I'll put them face down like this, and so nobody can see what they're getting. And then here, pick one, and they pick, and then and it was awesome because you could tell who the scalpers were, and you could tell who the real kids were, like the real collectors. And one person was a scalper, and I knew they were, and I already caught the vibe right when they walked up. You know how I know you're a scalper? When you walk up and you go, so are you guys scalpers or you guys rippers? You guys rip your own packs or you guys scalpers? That's the question you're going to ask? I know you're the scalper. They're never going to... Hey, listen, they're never going to think it's me. Watch. Hey, you guys scalpers or what? Yeah. Scalpers? And then the scalper's in line. Scalper goes like this. Hey, you going to let us buy two? Or do we got to get back in line? Oh, I got another phone number. No, matter of fact, I'll buy it without a number, without a Power Rewards members. Yeah, no. Shit like that, bro. You can't fool me. I still remember the Tamale Festival. It was December. I wish I had a house hat because my head was on fire. Yeah, I met Because I Can at the Tamale Festival, and we did a giveaway there. And He didn't have a hat on. I did. I always do because it holds the microphone. But and then I support Haas to a point where I'm like, hey, gotta give Haas. At this point, Haas has been getting the best publicity ever on some of these videos. But I do it, because I like Matthew. Matthew Goldby's a good kid. He's a good guy who's running his company, the Haas Co. If you guys don't know, we had somebody inquire about how to order these hats online, and Matt was quick to reply back to it. But like I said, I'm not going to ask anything of Haas ever for the rest of my career to wear the hats during the videos and stuff like that. One of these videos might go viral one day. Maybe somebody calls and asks, Marantz, we got to do the biopic. We got to get the whole story. How you guys figured out how to become multimillionaires and avoid private equity investments. And you know what? I'll be doing it with the Haas hat, and that's out of the friendship that I've built with that company and the support I have for it. So. What do you think? Over 1,000 videos with the Haas hat is good enough? Or over 10,000 videos? We'll keep going. But I just like the hat. That's the truth. I like all the hats. I got them all. And I'll buy more. So I think GameStop's going to skyrocket before the end of the year. Do you? No. No, I don't think it's going to skyrocket. I don't think you know what the sky is. I can give it to you. I can show you. Let's go to the chart. So here's GameStop, guys. Come back down. Cool. Love it. Buy more of it. I'm not worried about it one bit. I love 22. I don't know if you guys do too. Don't forget barn arbitrage. These guys, these bond dealers, they like volatility, yet there is no volatility because what are we doing? What are we doing? Okay. So I see stock going up, always going up. And if people don't know it's going up, it was at $9. Now it's at 22. So what does that tell you? We're fine. Company looks great. But you're saying skyrocket, right? So we have this moment here that allows us a little different. We can go to the top of it, or we can go to this new top because we hit 34 before, 34 and some change. So it kind of shows you where to find it, right? You now have support. Your support comes from way over here, and we're still on this timeline that's being stretched out. Okay, so now that we're in here, and we should have a leg up, and maybe we've come off of this level where we don't know the angle of the support. Angle could be here, the original candles, and we could literally be going like this, which just make it prolonged, right? Then you could also go here, and it's still going at an angle, sideways and down, but you're looking like this. So base case scenario, you're way down here, and you can keep that support line going. Or worst case scenario, we're up at this level here, and this is still a pennant, still a bullish pennant. So we play it out. We play it out all the way to 2027. Give yourself a couple more years of runway to go sideways, and eventually you have a massive breakout up to that. You have all of this going. Play with it, and then you have this breakout. And you're going to go all the way up to around 120. That's going to form your cup. This is going to be your handle. And then this is going to be your leg up all the way through. Now, when all of this happens with the stock, and it can happen, right? For the longest time, you'll say to yourself, well, this is a true breakout. Now where do we go from here? This breakout to 120 is going to shake off a lot of people. A lot of people with the 6-year move, or it's going to shake off all the apes who've been holding, and now they doubled their money, tripled their money. And in this case, all the way to 120 would be 5x. 5x more than what you put in. So for a lot of people, they'd be instant millionaires, or they'd be good 6-figure portfolios, right? Myself included. And if that's the case, and that's all you want, then that's fine. But how would I come out of this position myself, me personally? Right? Let's say GameStop runs up to 128, it goes sideways a little bit more, and we're up. Well, let's just do some math as a company. We'll do this math, and we'll try to figure out market caps, and we'll try to figure out fair value. Right now, GameStop is a company that is worth $10 billion. Ballparking. $10 billion. That's a lot of people, according to Tony DeNiro and Richard Newton, this is a 2x cash position, which, remember, the cash is worth nothing, allegedly, to some people. But GameStop trades at 2x book. On 2x book, most companies in the S&P 500 trade at 5x book. But if GameStop were to get to the prerequisite to get into the S&P 500, you would need around $40 to $50 a share. $40 a share with the current float. If you were to convert the convertible bonds, then about $35 a share. Okay. So once you get past these levels of 40 and 50, GameStop's now eligible. GameStop has the cash. GameStop has they actually have 8 quarters of earnings growth, I should say it that way. But GameStop definitely has everything to get into the S&P 500, back into the S&P 500. But I want to tell you guys a couple of things with knowing values. That's at $40. At $40, GameStop's a $20 billion company. A $50 billion company would put them at $80 a share. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, when you guys see it, the stock price, and you guys are like, 120, boom. And you go, yeah, 120 now versus what it was then. 120 right now puts you at a $60 billion company. Well, now we're a $60 billion company, but $60 billion is what off of the book value? 10? I'm ballparking right now. 10x? Okay, that's fair. That's fair value. That's not potential. That's not speculative. That's fair value on the market that's currently traded. If you guys don't believe me, go look at every company they push out in front of you. We can look at all of them, guys. We can look at Netflix. Look at Netflix. They're trading at, 20 times book. 20 times book. Speculative, right? Way more than what it is. Costco trades at 16 times book. Phenomenal chart, great company, business models outstanding. Microsoft, 11 times book. Meta, 10 times book. This is standard for all these companies that people say are so great. 6 times book on Google. Amazon is going to trade at 7 times book. GameStop's at 2. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're going to find it. Apple's trading at, 51 times book. Nvidia, they're trading at 53 times book. Like, massive amounts. When you go into companies, they say, well, you can't grade companies that aren't GameStop. GameStop's not an S&P 500 company. GameStop's not. They're about to be. They're right on the cusp. They would be if it weren't for, I guess, barn arbitrage, right? Is that what you're telling me? Pushing down the price via what? They do everything on the dark pools. Nobody wants to give you price action. Market makers keep it down. So maybe they're not the S&P 500 company because of these reasons, right? When I go look at Eyes On and we look at companies that people want to talk about, somebody like Lululemon. Lululemon has gone down from $5.16 a share all the way down to $186. I remember when I was here telling you guys, it's not worth this price, it's not worth this price, not worth it. I was showing the charts, telling everybody, this is grossly overvalued. I would never buy it. Now it's down at this price, and that's still 5 times book. That's what I'm trying to show you and tell you. That when you start looking at companies like Palantir trading at 74 times book. That's ridiculous. This is a gross overvalue. Kohl's is a great example of something that's being pushed by private equity, that's below book, below everything. Go get it then, right? You guys believe in it? You guys think, oh, here we go, let's just go get it. It's below. Yeah, but you also got to look at more than that. They're not in the S&P 500, right? AMC, another company. How could it ever trade? They're negative. They don't make any money. Give me companies that are up and coming. Give me companies that are already way up there, like Deckers Outdoor Corporation. Deckers makes a lot of money. They make a lot of shoes that you want to buy. They're still trading at 6x on book. That's my point. Okay? Hell, what's Nike? Nike at 70. I love Nike at 50. I don't know if you guys remember that. But Nike at 70 right now trades at 8 times book. GameStop's 2. That's the best they can hold it down. 2. They could only push it down so far. But 2. Good luck. Good luck, because when this all corrects, and it will correct, you know, right now, the S&P 500 is going to be really easy to get into, because I was looking at the Russell 2000, and the bulk of companies in the Russell 2000 are not profitable. No. You've got about 7 companies in this world carrying the whole market, masking it. They're masking it. And people don't understand how that happens or how that trickles or how that works, but think about all the people who work for these 7 companies and all the billions of dollars they're worth because of the share buybacks they do. We're talking about Jensen Huang at Nvidia overnight became worth over $100 million. $100 billion. One of the 10 richest guys in the world. Cashing out shares. He's got billions of dollars. He's liquid. He's liquid. Bezos is liquid. Gates is liquid right now because after his divorce. Everybody's liquid. They're all selling shares. Do you know what they're doing with their cash? They're spending it. Yachts, weddings, everything. Hiring security. I don't know what they're doing. They're spending money. And that's what's stimulating things. Rich people spending money. If you guys don't believe it, go look at the actual brands. Go do your own homework on this. I don't need to tell you. If you guys think I'm wrong, go look at luxury brands and how they're actually making money still to this day. The top tier of things where the affluent shop are still making money in funds. That's the way it's going because they're still spending. They're keeping up with appearances and they're making it seem as if this economy is floating great. I already told you the amount of CapEx being spent by these 5 companies, these 6 companies to one is actually stimulating the economy. It's so much money, $250 billion, whatever it may be, is literally that much money is going to churn this economy. Yeah, people have jobs, people get raises. These guys, I mean, you got guys working in think tanks getting a $200 million payday. That's a lot of money to go stimulate. And people go and stimulate their little local economies, whatever they're doing locally. It's on them. Keep things floating. Keep that money going. That money printer goes brrr. When GameStop gets into the S&P 500, because they will, when it happens, what are we going to say? What are we going to say? I'm gonna tell you something, Meltdown. You've been wrong for 5 years. Initially, when you guys started out, sure, charts were in your favor. Math was in your favor. But that's not what we were valuing. We were actually buying in because we like the stock, because we like Ryan Cohen, because we believe in something. Now, 4 years later, 5 years later, I'm asking you, were you right or were we right? GameStop's profitable. You guys claim they never would be. GameStop makes a profit. You claim they never would. GameStop's not bankrupt. You claim they would be. GameStop's the next blockbuster. I'm still waiting. GameStop's not doing anything for new revenue, and here we are with Power Packs right in front of you. Not to mention every other item that they get margins on. Q4 of 2022, their margins were 22%. I'm so sorry, 16%. 16% on gross profit margin in 2022. They're at 34.5 right now. Doubled. Like when you guys don't give value to things that actually make sense, then I just stop listening to you guys because there's no rationale behind it. The hate for GameStop is not warranted. And when GameStop makes the S&P 500, because they will, when that happens, I honestly will never forget that we were this correct for this long. It took forever, sure, but we got there. And we're going to get there. And just outlast you. I'm going to outlast you. You guys are too busy looking at things that you didn't get. Oh, I didn't get this. I didn't get this. I didn't get that. Like, you could have invested into this and you would have, no. Because chances are, if I wouldn't invested in GameStop the way I am, I wouldn't like learn the way I do. I wouldn't believe in it the way I do. I wouldn't find the conviction the way I do. If I didn't make these videos on this channel, I probably wouldn't be who I am today. Honestly, I'm just as much of a believer in myself as anyone else. Because if I don't believe myself, who will? That's one. But two, when you start doing the due diligence yourself, like you're like really digging it up, and I wake up every day looking for that motivation. I'm like, okay, what motivates me? Are you kidding? I got AJ. AJ motivates me. A dude just like that. A kid that's up and coming, that's going to be around for the next 40 years, 50 years, shopping at GameStop. He's going to raise his kids to do the same thing. Anthony's raising his son right, and his daughter. And you know what he's doing? He's opening packs with his kids. He's spending time with his kids. That's what GameStop's all about. GameStop's all about taking your children to those midnight day releases. I remember them. Midnight release was everything. We're out there with buddies and friends. We're trying to get this game at midnight. Well, guess what? You're doing it again. But we're doing it with Pokemon cards. And we're lined up, and we're getting ready, and we do it every morning. Now I got a reason to go get breakfast and get up and be with my kids. Do whatever I got to do. Hey, guys, we're going to go get this. Just like everyone else in this chat. That's what I'm doing. Thanks for all the DD and not being a sellout. You're a mother effing goat. Sergio, man. The word sellout. You know, I'm thankful that I have the wife I do. I'm thankful that I have the career I do, because I get it. I get why people are drawn to the dollar and they just take it and run. They stab it and dash, but not for me, man. I've already lived a great life. I've lived a great life. I've gone through so many things. I was having a really important conversation with my son this weekend. And my son was like, you know, Dad, I see everything you do for us, but like, you really just doing it for money, like my job, right? And I said, what you think it's just money? Like, is that what you think it is? You think that like I just go to work every day, I never call out, I miss events, I do it because I just want more money? I get paid whether I go to work or not. I'm salaried. What the hell? Just be like, yo, man, I'm gonna take this time off. I'll be back tomorrow. Whatever. Just be the next guy. No. I do it out of discipline, yes. But the biggest part is the sacrifices are not just money. The sacrifices are not just what you see. For all you families out there that don't understand the value of having a father in the home and or the physical security it provides, physical security, i.e. somebody knocks on that door, someone's going to come answer it for you. And hopefully it's your husband. Hopefully you understand the value of it. But the kids will never understand the 4 hours of sleep that you only do. Getting up, taking out trash, throwing trash, buying clothes, driving back and forth, all that drive time, everything you sacrifice for your family and your kids, they'll never understand it until it's their turn to do it. And then when it's their turn to do it, they're going to be like, shit, I remember. This is what my dad was always doing. Now I get it. Man, that dude is crazy, man. Eating hot dogs every day, eating a piece of pizza just so he could die with nothing and I still have everything. That's what it is. But this whole idea of media, social media thinking, we're supposed to be first class, we're supposed to be on vacation in our 30s, in our 20s, that's the way we live our lives, eating out at restaurants every night, tipping big, doing pranks, this is how we live our lives. That's the bullshit. That's the facade that's in front of you. Nah, this is real life right here. This is the real game. This is real grind. There's days people go, man, I already seen Marantz. I seen him. I seen what he said all the time. I watch him. He ain't tell me nothing new. And then you got the guys who come in here every day, and they go, man, I learn something new every day. I'm like, yeah, I know, because you're listening. For the ones that don't listen, for the ones that say, I don't understand, I'm going to tell you right now, and I've already had this happen. This happened to me, and I always say this with fake fans, fake friends, right? People come up, oh, man, I love your channel. I love what you do, blah, 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 blah. And I go, yeah, that's cool. Cool. Did you watch this video last week? Did you watch? Oh no, I don't watch. I don't understand everything. I don't understand it. So I don't have time. I'm busy. I don't understand. And I'll be like, you telling me you don't understand? Tell me you don't have time. What the? Where do you think I find time? Because I still gotta learn it my damn self before I can come teach it to people. So how the hell? What the hell am I doing with my time? Then I'm gonna show you someone. I'm going to show you a poster child of education and adapting and learning. Amber. If you guys don't ever say what's up to Amber and say happy birthday, Amber, and you don't understand. Amber first came to this channel, she knew nothing. Nothing. And probably couldn't explain it either. But I'll take any one of you guys in this channel against any financial bro on the market. All of them. You might not know how to spit it out, but you're going to understand it. You've been here long enough, strong enough, you understand it. You look at the balance sheet, you go, wait a minute, Marantz showed me this. Wait a minute, we talked about this. Why are you still involved in GameStop? Because I know that Pokemon's coming out the 30-year anniversary. I know GTA's coming out. I know GameStop has a secret website that nobody knows about that they just built, and nobody knows it. When it goes mainstream, it's going to be the biggest thing ever because it's synergies between PSA, GameStop, and over here, eBay. I keep them way out of the loop. I know the board of directors don't even take a pay. They only get what they put in, and they put in millions of dollars into this company, and they're not paid millions of dollars either. So where do they get their millions from that are so liquid to buy all these damn shares? Yeah, very successful people that just want to lose money, I guess, and throw it away on GameStop. Probably not. Much love, Marantz. It's crazy that people are so trusting of the media. Like Warren Buffett sold all his stock except Estee Lauder. That wasn't Warren Buffett, by the way. But people still think the stock market has room to run. Yeah. Michael Burry sold all of his stock except for Estee Lauder, I believe. Warren Buffett sold all of his S&P 500 stock, all his index funds and mutual funds, and he went and parked it into fixed markets. Money markets, like 4.5%. Let me get that off my money. It's the safest play to do it, especially if it's not your money. Or if you treat it like it's not your money. That's Ryan Cohen, right? So, I like to think I'm like that. Like, I'm a small scale cat. I make a good living. So does my wife. Best thing about us and our relationship is that we don't need each other. We could survive without each other. We could, financially. But I do so much homework on what I have to do with my money that I could only buy $10 today. The previous day I bought 30. The previous day I bought 20. The previous month I bought 3,000. Like, it's all about how you pace yourself. People trying to come out here and figure out what Ryan Cohen, he's a billionaire. Billionaire. And only bought 500,000 shares, only about $10 million. Only? $10 million and he gets paid nothing? So where did he get the $10 million from? That's a lot of money. Let's see your wire transfer go through for $10 million of this stock. And he's done that twice already at these prices. Warren Buffett himself doesn't have the biggest position in Apple. It's Berkshire Hathaway does. Individually, Ryan Cohen has the biggest position in Apple right now. I don't know. I don't know if you guys know all this stuff. But S&P 500 is going to happen. And when that does, I just want you to remember one thing, all you millionaires out there, that they said it couldn't be done. They said it wouldn't be done. They said that GameStop will never be positive on earnings via GAAP principles. GAAP accounting says they'll never make it. And I was looking at the same balance sheet, and I was looking at the same income statement, and I said there's absolutely no way on this income statement that GameStop's not going to come in positive. They're wrong. And I said this 4 years ago, 3 years ago. Everyone here knows it. Everyone knows when they told me I was wrong. I had CPAs coming to the chat. Tony De Niro said it last night. He goes, Marantz won't even have these guys in on the chat because he doesn't want to be wrong about something. I've had them here, dude. And they told me I was wrong about GameStop. Well, even you, bartender by night, armchair CPA. Hey, you guys all said I was wrong. You guys said I was wrong about every quarter, about how they do it. And I told you, I said, nope. They're hiding their expenses. They're picking and choosing because I could see how it was being laid out. I could see how they were swinging things from one period to the next and how it was going to come out rosy at the end of 4 quarters. But I already knew it. And you know what's the best part? I felt so vindicated and validated after this last earnings report because they finally showed the breakdown of how they do it. And there was signs. Like, why wouldn't you listen to me, Tony De Niro? Why won't you listen? Why is it that you're so against what I say and do, yet I have proven it time and time again that I was correct? You want to see something, Tony, that's awesome, dude? This is like, you don't have to be a genius. Isn't that what you always say? Okay, cool. So isn't this like really amazing that GameStop, this is their income, okay, lost 32 in the first quarter, gained 32.3 exactly, by the way, in the next 2 quarters to break even. Isn't that like crazy to you? Like how GameStop can actually manipulate the number to the amount that they'll make, and then they just show all profit. And then as we broke down the 10K and the 10Q, in this case the 10Q, it actually shows you how they do this. How they come up with this number, and they control the outcome of the number. They actually have it on a line, and it's just expenses. Unspecified expenses, but it's there. Because they get to hide anything in it. And I told you guys, when Wall Street went ahead and sent the letter to GameStop and said, hey, explain your breakdown in SG&A, your expenses, because it's not making sense. You're not showing everything. And the reason why they weren't showing everything, because Wall Street kept getting it wrong. The SEC comes out and is like, hey, hit them with this shit. And because Wall Street, every time they projected GameStop was going to do something, GameStop did the opposite. They're like, how the hell did that happen? We didn't project that. I projected it. Okay. We're doing it again. We're doing it again. I get to show you how they control the outcome. Ryan and the whole crew. Now, I did see the headline that we're paying Daniel Moore. I believe it's Daniel Moore a little more. He's getting a new compensation package. I don't really care what the executives get that are working at that top tier, because for the counsel and for the accountant, those two guys they're vital for the company, and it's a $10 billion business right now, allegedly, and they deserve to get paid. So if they're getting paid a different way or a different amount, everything's up with it. You gotta afford it, and if you have a guy locked in and he knows your plan and he knows what you're doing, let's get him locked in. He didn't sell. He still holds 50% of Apple. Yeah, I know you keep talking about him as a person. Warren Buffett's not a person. So that's why when you say Warren Buffett still holds this much, that's why I told you. Yeah, they did sell. You need to go look at Berkshire Hathaway again. Is that fine, bro? It's crazy, dude. Like, Chris, you're going to learn some stuff here if you actually hang out and you listen more than you talk. Good morning. Yes, good morning. How you guys doing? You guys are wild to me, bro. I can't with these guys right now. We'll go to Yahoo Finance, just for all the little kids in the back. Over here. I don't know much about the company, bro, but Apple, right? I'm just curious. I've always wanted to check out Apple. Is it PP? Apple. Why did you go into Apple? Did you go? Oh, there you go. Right there. Look at that. I'm just curious. Held by institution 63. Yeah. Berkshire Hathaway has 2% now, right? 300 million shares. Where's the insider? Man, where's this? Oh, it's not going to show me. I don't want insider transactions. I want Berkshire's transactions, because I know they sold. All these guys are selling, bro. Millions, millions, millions. $24 million, $45 million for a director. I mean, it kills me, man. These guys have like nothing to do. We'll vote. We'll figure it out. $50 million for Tim Cook. Like, Tim Cook makes millions and millions of dollars. This damn company. Yeah, 33 million right there. This is all like within the next couple of years. Like right here, since 2024, 33 million. Like, this is crazy. Like, watch this guy, bro. How you doing, bro? Are they going to be able to show me what he individually does, or they don't want to show me? Oh, they won't show you individual. Not here anymore. Yeah, I got to find out how many they sold. I don't even think I'm showing you guys. Oh, cool. I'm not showing you. That's cool. I don't care. Give me a second. Okay. Just so that we're clear. Because, I don't know much. Let's see. Okay, so this guy talks out of his ass, the guy in the channel, in the chat, right? You hear, Chris? Are you still listening? They sold half of what they had. Please check the holders in free time. Yeah. Okay. Stop. Drop. Warren Buffett. That's the name you want to go with? Okay, cool. February 2025 had 50% of its whole portfolio, where they have 41 stocks, 50% of their value. Buffett sold 605 million shares through the first 3 quarters. Berkshire Hathaway had just 26% of its portfolio invested into Apple as of September. So they had 50% of their portfolio. Now they have 24% of it sold off. Yeah. Everything. Here's the breakdown of what they sold. 116, 389, and 100 million shares. Oh, man. Oh, my God. No, man. Can you imagine? You're on the board of directors over there. You can make a phone call and tell Apple what they're going to do because you actually control the company. That's how it really happens. I'll let you look at companies. You should Google Charlie Munger. Go Google Charlie Munger, see what companies he owns. And that he owned or that he was on the board of directors for. I'll be quiet. And I'll act like I don't know. And then I'll act like I don't know the chairman of the board of those companies too. Right? I'm just going to act dumb. It's crazy, bro. Okay, I like this. Because it's going to show you something, and it might work out for you. Okay? I know it's hard to look up this info, but here, we'll do this. Ryan Cohen, the founder of Chewy, invested the proceeds from the sale of that company primarily in Apple and Wells Fargo. He became the largest individual shareholder in Apple, holding 1.5 million shares. Later adjusted to 6.2 because of the stock split. His investment in Apple is reportedly worth $800 million. He has 6.2 million shares. Hold on. I'm not really good at math, so I'm going to dismiss this on my phone. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to the calculator. He has 6.2 million shares of Apple. Okay. And we're going to times that by, what is it worth? 200 and what? I'm not really good. Apple is currently worth, I got him on my Mag 7 list. Apple is at 227. 227, and I bet he gets dividends for that too, right? But I'll just leave it alone. $1.4 billion worth of Apple. $1.4 billion. Easy. We're not even counting the dividends he's made throughout the years, which I could tell you the dividend yield is almost 1%. Earnings per share, dividend is $1.04. $1, so he's making times $1.04. So he's making 1.4 million. What? Is that $1.04? No, he doesn't have that many shares. He has 6.2 million shares. I apologize, bro. Making $6 million a year. My bad. Is that a year or a quarter? It's a quarter. That's a quarter. He's making $6 million a quarter. Oh man. We're not counting Wells Fargo. We're not counting Alibaba. We're not counting GameStop. This guy. They're sizing out. Yes, everybody has. If everybody's moving away from the S&P 500 stock, why does Ryan Cohen sell all his shares if the S&P 500 is going to fall? Oh, here you. Oh, I didn't know you were a meltdowner. Are you a meltdowner? That's awesome. Why doesn't he sell what? What should he sell? Him personally? Are you checking his pockets? He's buying things. Maybe you didn't realize he just bought more GameStop. Hey, this guy's a billionaire, okay? Billionaire. He's got billions of dollars in the market. He makes millions of dollars quarterly from dividends. And he's taking that money and he's buying things. Guess what he bought? He bought $10 million at GameStop. Whoa. Maybe he knows something or he sees something. But who are you? Nah. You don't get to just type in the chat. Nope. That's not how we live this life. Let's go do this right now. Hi. I'm in the Discord. We're going to create an invite. You get to click on the link and come here and join the chat. Sorry, even less. Right there, Chris. Chris, come on in. Let's have this conversation about Ryan Cohen and why he doesn't know how to invest. Why would Ryan? Why wouldn't he? Why? No. You and I have a conversation. It's kind of lonely in here. It's lonely. Are you coming over? Oh. Yeah, I'll use that one too. No? Anybody? Is this guy coming in or what are we going to do? You're not going to click on the link, bro? It's in the chat here. It's pinned to the top of the chat. Chris stuff. Come on in. Let's go, Chris. I got all day, bro. I got people to see and things to do. Oh, I got another card. I got another card to give away. That's what I got. I got another Pokemon card. That's from Tristan. Out at GameStop. Tristan was awesome, bro. No, Chris? I didn't think so. Hey, Chris, man, you'd have to get your voice changer on. You'd have to go ahead and tell Tony, hold on, Tony, stop, Tony, I'm on the phone. Yeah, we know. All right. Kai's and Jerry Diamond. I wouldn't doubt it. If you have some time, you can check how dividends work. Oh, here we go. Here we go. If you have some time. How much money? How much money do you think I make in dividends? Fucking clown. Absolute clown. I can't with you guys, bro. I can't because you know what? I try to stay in my lane. I try not to get too crazy. Yeah, I said 1% or did I say $1? I said $1.04. I said 0.46% is the dividend yield. I literally said it out loud. Said $1.04 right here, 0.46% dividend yield. Said it out loud. And out of there, you got 1%. I then said 1%. Because I was actually timesing it by the 6.2 million shares, and it was $1 per 6.2 million shares. That's what it was. It wasn't 1%. It was $1. When I did the math in my calculator, I did it correctly. Yeah. I might have said it differently than what I did after the fact, but I did say $1.04. So yeah, 0.46%. I did say that before too. There. No edits, no cuts. Are we good? You might teach me something about dividends, though. You might. What are you going to teach me, bro? I'll remind you. Yeah, you misheard it. I might have missaid it. Whatever it may be. Don't say sorry. Can we just move on and talk about the next leg up on GameStop will be Robert AMC? Terrible name, by the way. Terrible name. Why would I tell you when the next leg up is? Next leg up. I hope it's never. I hope and pray that I die and GameStop's at $22 a share. That's what I hope and pray. Because you know what that means? That means that it would have stayed at $22 for the next 40 years. And I'll own the whole damn thing. You guys think I give a shit when this thing goes up? I hope it never does. And when it goes up, I shed a tear. I get a little sad. I go, oh no, this is going up again? Man. Oh, it's up forever? Oh, they listened to me finally? Damn validation. Chucks. Gee golly willikers. Suffering succotage. Ha! These meltdowners are just everywhere. Oh my goodness. Why is this guy even talking still? But I hope you all the best. Not a fan myself. Then what the fuck are you doing here? You'll never be back. We didn't ask you to be a fan. Anyway, hey guys, when this stock does take off, do you know, can we talk about exit strategy? We'll talk about exit strategy. Check this out, okay? Exit strategy. You're a shill talking exit strategy with me. No, because it would be something like this, okay? This is how these guys expect you to react to the stock and the movement and the price and the volatility of this market. And they'll be like, yo, you finally hit your price. Your price target was, let's just say I want, and I'm being realistic, okay? Let's just say I want $250 a share. Nah, that's not enough. Let's just say I want $350 a share. I'm just ballparking a number, okay? When it gets there, do you think I just go over there and go, here's 1,000 shares, give me 350,000? You know that's what I do? One lump sum? What am I selling for? What do I need? What is it that I need that money for? You say, well, Marantz, you want to buy a house, you want to pay off your house, right? Okay, cool. So then couldn't I just sell off 10 shares a month? Pay the mortgage every month with 10 shares a month, still have my nest egg, still growing, still progressing, still going with it, still moving? I'm just asking. I'm not really that smart. So I'm just asking. Couldn't I just do it that way? Still pay off the mortgage every month, still pay the payments. Who cares? Who cares what the interest is? Who cares what I'm paying in the long run? You know why? I don't care? Because my nest egg is still growing. I'm still getting it up there, so I've never really come off of this number. It's still going to keep going up. The price goes up, boom, boom, boom. Oh, the price comes down to 300, Marantz. Well, then maybe I could start thinking, maybe we just hit it right now. Maybe I have a stop loss built in. Maybe something stupid, right? But I mean, it shouldn't be so volatile when it's going up and up and up and up and up, because it's only going to go up and up and up with the catalyst, right? It's not a short squeeze. This is not a one-time hit and quit. Like, hold on, Wall Street. Should I sell because this is just a short squeeze? And it's going to run up one day and I'm going to get lucky? Or is this really a gradual thing? Just going to gradually walk up the line and hold its value. You tell me I'm wrong. You tell me okay, cool. So which one is it? So if we walk up the line, then we're gradually going up. Eventually shorts will get pushed and have to churn and go up with us. And yeah, anyway. So I just saw off like 10 at a time. So then somebody says, well, Marantz, why don't you sell your Costco stock and buy more GameStop? Have you not heard this one before? And I reported, happily, that I did sell 10 shares. And I did buy more. 10 shares is $10,000, guys. That's easy for me. What if I just did 10 a year? What if that's all my transition was? Just 10 out of here and then 10 over here. Just boom, boom. What did I buy today? This year on GameStop, I bought in for $11,000. Somebody go do the math, and it's still going. But by the way, $11,000. I already did all this math. So, is it safe to assume I'm repositioning myself without losing? It's safe to assume, right? Okay, cool. Like I told you, I'm a small guy, small fry. I'm not like wealthy like you. I'm not like a millionaire. I'm not like that. I'd have to sell everything to become a millionaire. So, am I technically a millionaire? I don't know. I'd have to sell everything. Sell my soul? Probably. But I'll tell you something. What if Ryan Cohen is slowly moving his money, just like I am. What if Ryan's just repositioning? Oh, here's 10 million. Let me get out, reposition. Here's 10 over here in GameStop. Cool. Next year, let me get out. Let me get back in it. Let me put 10 million over here in GameStop. Because the truth is, the billions and billions of dollars you guys see on the books is only there if he sells everything. But as far as cash goes and repositioning what he can move, maybe he's just doing that. Maybe he's a little bit more rational than most. But, yeah. What's an exit strategy? My wife said, babe, I got to set up my 401k, my new job. We got to set it up now. And I told her, slow down on that. You ain't got to set it up right now. Not at this market. I said, babe, you want to go buy into this shit right now? I'm like, nah, Mom, slow down, bro. Slow down. So you really think? I said, yeah, I really think. Me, I don't even need a retirement plan. I don't need nothing. I don't need anything. I got GameStop in my pocket. Oh, shit. Everybody's good. What happens to your parent when your parents spell your name with Chris instead of Chris? Oh, with the K? Yeah, Chris Adams. I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, my name is spelled Chris with a K. Oh, okay, bro. Okay. Did you have a baby girl named Kim Kardashian? Is that what you did, Chris? That's what I think of. I don't think of like Chris Brown, like with the KRS. What was that player for the Cubs? His name was Chris with the K, right? Nah. They shout out to Chris Breezy, bro. Kid's killing it. Always has. Leave Apple, boomer. Go pump Apple in some other place. Hey, what's up? I just got caught up. Oh, hey, what's up, Ricky? I was waiting for you to get caught up so I could leave. All right, guys. Thanks again, guys. I got to take off. I got things to do, people to see, and I appreciate all the love and support of the channel. You guys know what it is. It's Marantz Rantz on YouTube, GameStop, TikTok, all of it. I'm everywhere. I hope you guys like life. I love life. I love GameStop. And, we're going to the moon. Doesn't matter when. We're still going. It's one of those things. You're like, yeah, man, I've always wanted to see the Great Pyramids. Yeah. Didn't know they didn't have running water, no bathrooms, no AC, and I got to get guards, armed guards to be out here. And everyone's trying to steal my cell phone. This country's terrible. I can't even eat here. Sorry, Egypt. I just heard about that. But, yeah. I'll pass. I'll just keep watching them online. Hey, I don't ever want to go to the moon. But I'm already there. Peace, millionaires. Peace.